It is Cinco de Mayo, and I don't really have a Cinco de Mayo topic right now, but I have a topic that you're going to like, especially if you are a teacher.
Okay.
Or you want to be a teacher, or you've got teaching credentials and you don't have a job. The schools, the Marion County Public Schools, wanted us to make sure we spread the word about something that they're doing. They are hiring teachers.
Oh, okay.
It's the first time since the recession started in 2008 that Marion County Public Schools is rolling out the carpet to hire new teachers. How about that?
Wow.
The district will hold a teacher recruiting fair on Friday and Saturday, May 15th and 16th, which will be a week from this Friday, correct?
Yeah.
And Saturday. And it'll be right across the street at the College of Central Florida's Ewers Center.
Okay.
The fair runs from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m. on Friday, a week from Friday, and then 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. a week from Saturday.
Okay.
You have to register. That's the requirement. To attend the job fair, you need to be certified or eligible for certification by Florida's Department of Education. I guess you knew that already. If you were trying to become a teacher, you probably would have known that, right? And you should bring a copy of your Florida Department of Education certification and proof that you passed the subject area if your certification is in social studies, elementary education, pre-K/primary, art, or music. I wonder why not the other subjects.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there are other subjects.
If attendees do not hold Florida certification or a valid statement of eligibility, copies of college transcripts, exam scores, or any valid out-of-state certificates would be required. If you show up, you may also bring additional employment materials just to kind of bolster your eligibility, and that could be anything from a resume to just a printed sheet of your teaching experience, letters of recommendation, letters of reference, etc. Certification advisors will be available at the fair to help you. Teachers looking for jobs in Marion County Public Schools earn a starting salary of anywhere between $36,300 and $42,800 per year based on the current pay scale. This is in addition to health and life insurance benefits, sick days, and other employment incentives. I'm sure there is some vacation time in there as well. For more information, contact the Marion County Public Schools Employment Services Office. And I actually, if you give me a second here, I will look it up. I didn't put it in my news, but I have the long address to download the PDF. Well, let me look it up real quickly. So you know what? I'll do that. You know what I'll do actually, because it's kind of a long address.
Put it on Facebook.
Yeah, I'll give it to you so you can put it on Facebook. So I'll do that during the break. Okay, it's going to be hard to look it up right now, actually.
Okay.
So the other thing I wanted to bring up is this: that your computer may look like an abacus soon. In other words, it's what you think is now high tech and super modern. It may. The kids of the future are going to look at what you use right now. Even if you're using the most modern thing right now, it's going to look weird.
Oh, sure it will.
Which I guess you could say, of course, that's always the way it is.
Yeah.
But listen to this story.
Okay.
The race to make the first quantum computer is becoming as important as the race 75 years ago to get the first nuke.
Wow.
It could change the balance of power in politics and business. That's how powerful this quantum computer is going to be, they say.
Wow.
Quantum computers have long been theoretically possible, but almost like a fantasy, a futuristic fantasy, like interstellar-style wormhole travel or zero-calorie Hershey bars.
Yeah, that'll never happen. They'll still stay good.
The technology will make the microprocessor in your laptop seem as sophisticated as an abacus. Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
The silicon-based technology inside today's computers, which engineers have constantly made faster and cheaper for 5 decades, is running out of ways to get better. Quantum computers will herald a quantum leap, like riding a horse one day and getting into a fighter jet the next day.
Oh, how cool is that?
So that's how much this will advance overnight. These machines will be millions of times more powerful than today's fastest supercomputers, solving problems that now elude solving, like dead-on accurate weather prediction or modeling protein molecules for medical research.
Wow. That is
A quantum
amazing.
computer could also create indestructible encryption and unlock any existing computer security as easily as you unzip your fly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now that's quick.
Nice
That's
visual.
easy. Of course it is. It's a great visual.
Of course, this will all add to the future of bad guys, cyber war, cyber hacking, all of that. So imagine how it would shift a whole country, especially a military. It's one of the major reasons why nations are pouring money into the research. The United Kingdom, China, Russia, Australia, Netherlands, and other countries are also in the game. In the United States, the CIA, National Security Agency, and Pentagon are all funding research, while Los Alamos National Laboratory operates one of the most significant quantum computer labs in the world. This is amazing stuff. It's over my head, to be honest with you. I mean, I know what I'm reading, and I understand the gist of this, but I don't even understand what a quantum computer is.
No.
It says here, negotiations to keep nuclear weapons from Iran are critical, but if you play out the promise of quantum computing, an American machine could burst into Iranian systems and shut down all of that country's nuclear activity in an instant. It's like a game of rock, paper, scissors. Nukes might be the world's version of rock, but quantum computers would be paper, winning every time.
Wow.
Paper wins every time? Over rock?
so.
I guess I've never played the game.
Yeah, because paper covers rock.
Okay. Quantum computing research is not self-contained and secretive in the manner of the Los Alamos atomic bomb work during World War II. Some of it is academic work at universities such as the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, with findings shared in scientific papers. Technology companies are working on this as well, since these things have the potential to be business nukes. IBM, Google, and Microsoft are all funding the research on these things.
I am so glad everybody's working together, at stuff like this. You think the government and the people would work together this well. This is a role model.
Imagine if Google gets one before Microsoft. Well, I guess that's all business stuff. A Canadian startup company called D-Wave Systems is partially funded by Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos and the CIA. The very secretive and often controversial company is already marketing a hybrid machine that seems to be a traditional silicon computer with some sort of quantum turbo thruster. So here, that's it. That's what we need to know. Scientists have managed to get a few qubits to do calculations in labs, but we are far from getting a stable, programmable, fully quantum machine. On April 29th, just a few days ago, IBM announced what it says is a significant advance in this, though, a way to detect and measure the two types of quantum errors called bit flip and phase flip at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Still, again, I understand what I'm reading. I understand the gist of what I'm reading. I don't really understand what this is. Of course, I don't really understand computers. I just use them.
Yeah, but this is fascinating stuff, knowing that it's out there, that people are working on it, and they're working on it together to make life better. It's amazing.
Scientists have become sure that the first quantum computers are within reach. Expect quantum computing news to keep coming, and it might not be too early to prepare for quantum era life a couple of decades from now. If you're already worried that artificial intelligence will take your job, quantum will seem terrifying. Your Google self-driving car may be smarter than your whole department right now.
Gosh.
Wow. So
isn't that something?
So this is the future, if you have, you think about what it will be like. They say that these self-driving cars, just looking at them, for example, if they have quantum computers in them, then they'll be able to do even more than they're able to do with the computers we have now. Right?
Right.
They say that you could have an 80% reduction in accidents. Now, why 80? I don't understand that. Why is there any accident? Well, I guess because there could be
malfunction.
Imagine that.
Yeah, there could be a malfunction.
Would you ever sleep? Would you ever? When you're in a car and somebody else is driving, you sleep. I do all the time.
Yeah.
I always get tired when somebody else is driving. But would you ever be in a car all by yourself behind the steering wheel and take a nap if you were in a self-drive? I don't think I ever would.
I don't think so. Because once you start taking that nap, that means that you really totally depend 100% on technology.
Yeah.
And then that's when the accident happens. Yeah.
All right, we better move forward. We've got to take a little break, and we'll be right back. Galen Unold is up next from Life South Community Blood Center. I want to talk to him about Mexico, about the food he ate in Mexico.
Yep.
About the people he met, if he met anybody.
Yep.
If he's ever been to Mexico before. I've never been to Mexico.
No, me neither. My folks have.
I looked at it from El Paso, Texas. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 90.